Hello there. Welcome to the first in the series of videos I'm going to make to promote my new album, Detour. This is the biggest promotional push I've ever done in my life, and so I hope you come on this journey with me. This might be the first and last. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the history of the album, because it does have a very long history, hence the title. And thinking about it, the origins go back to maybe 2009, 2010. I released an album, wrote a bunch of songs and released an album called Without Silence, which was like a late night mellow jazz bossa nova style album. Released that and it got some nice response and decent reviews. Not sure it actually sold anything, but it's not the point really, is it? Or is it? Hasn't been so far. My father suggested to me that take the same bunch of songs, put them into a different context, make them more kind of late afternoon, early evening, bit more energy and attack. Told me to I should give it a try, so I went away and put down some demos of the songs, and different feels, different keys, more kind of folk, country folk, or rock sort of feels on them, and came back, and my father liked them. He said, I'll give these to Noel Bridgman, the late great Noel Bridgman. It's his anniversary tomorrow. Miss him very much. I know Noel since which was all my life, but we miss him very much. And Noel then came back and said that he loved the songs and he wanted to play some drums and percussion on them. And he suggested we go to Sonic Studios in Stony Batter in Dublin with Al Cowan, and book some time there. Noel will go in and do the drums and percussion. So that's what happened, and I think everything was recorded there in maybe 4 hours, 5-6 hours, I don't know. Noel and my father don't have long attention spans in the studio. They like to get in and out, so it didn't take that long. I got the album finished after that, and just about ready to release it maybe in 2012 or so. And I listen back and I'm thinking, the drums are incredible. The bass playing, my father's playing bass on the album, was so good. The guitar playing, which is me, was okay, but I wasn't too bothered about that. Was acceptable, but the vocals, I wasn't that happy. I was singing in mid-range keys, and even to this day I'm not that comfortable singing mid-range. I like either singing at the bottom end of my register or going right to the extremes, but in the middle it's a bit of a wasteland, a vocal wasteland for me. So I said, we could release this, but I want to do more work on it. I'll try and see if my vocals improve a bit and get back to it in a little while. And then I was distracted with other things. And then rolling forward maybe 15 years, let's see. So I did the One More Last Time album a few years back, maybe in 2024, which I really enjoyed, playing with some American country musicians, Pedal Steel, Patterson Barrett and Doc Simons on harmonica, which I really, really loved the results of that. And I said, I need to, if I got Detour and went with this approach, it could really work. Something could really work out. So that's what I did. So the album that releasing now is all Noel's drum tracks are there. My father's bass playing, some of it's been redone for the different keys, and my guitar playing's been redone. I brought the keys down so I'm more comfortable with the vocals, and also give it more of a a country feel with the vocals. And then a few years back I played with Richard Nelson, who's like the doyen of Irish pedal steel guitar, and had a good time there. Nice meeting Richard. He's a great guy and good fun to be around. and I asked him if he wanted to play on the tracks on Detour. I think already we had 2 tracks with pedal steel from maybe 9 or 10 years ago. BJ Cole played on a couple of tracks, which I then released as a single and sort of lost interest. So I still had those, so there was another 8 or 9 tracks that needed pedal steel, and Richard did all the parts, which he did an incredible job, and we did the vocals. Hey presto, Detour was finished and ready now to release. So it's going to be released exclusively on Bandcamp, unless there's a demand for some physical media. But I think I'm not the only musician or songwriter or who has a bunch of CDs, boxes of CDs left in wardrobes and on shelves. So it's nice to hold up a CD and say, hey, or an album, say, hey, here's my record. But it's not so nice when you're left with, when you spend money on them and you don't get the money back, and they're picking up those somewhere. So but hopefully that will change. Anyway, so it's going to be out soon on Bandcamp, so it can be downloaded there or streamed or whatever. But it's you can go there and listen, just have a listen to a preview of the album. But I hope anyone who listens to it really, really likes it. Just to mention, it's already been on a few radio shows. Bernard Clark, he did like a 4-night feature a few weeks back from songs from both One More Last Time and Detour, which I really wasn't expecting. He played like 10 or 12 songs from the 2 records across the whole week, and was very complimentary, which for coming from Bernard. Bernard is like, when it comes to music, he's got so much knowledge and plays so much great music all the time. That meant a lot. And also Brian Lally in Country Time played a song a couple of weeks back on Radio 1, and thank you Noel Casey for playing a couple of weeks, played different songs on After Midnight, and John Kerr up on BBC Radio Ulster played a song, and of course Tony Fitzsimons on his Global Roots on Near FM. He's played a few songs already, and we have to talk soon, Tony. And also John O'Regan down in Limerick, I have to send you he's only going to get the only physical copy. I'm going to make one up and send it to him soon. Sorry for the delay, John. I'll get that sorted out soon. Anyway, thanks for everybody who's been listening, or who's been checking out my page and putting positive comments up and everything. Really appreciate it. And hope you all like the new album. I'll be going through song by song journeys after this video, but this is just a bit of history and background. And hope you have a good day. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.